He opened the iron cage that held me. Then he ordered me to get out and help push the truck. Because the truck had suddenly broken down, I used all my strength, but the truck didn't move an inch. The driver started yelling at me for being lazy, but something felt off to me. So I ran to the driver's seat to take a look. Sure enough, the idiot hadn't pulled the handbrake. I was annoyed, but didn't bother arguing with him. Soon, the truck began to roll slowly forward, but when I finally pushed it to the bottom of the slope, it started speeding up. I panicked, because I still hadn't climbed back on. Just when I thought I was done for, I spotted a guy on a bike, so I grabbed his bike and took off after the speeding truck. In no time, I was hitting 120 miles per hour, leaving nearby sports cars stunned. But when my brakes failed, I crashed straight into the slowing truck. Turned out one of the tires had blown out. Thankfully, the driver managed to stop the truck safely. Then he pulled out a bunch of repair tools from the cab, but ignored the jack right next to him. Instead, he grabbed a metal pipe and started tinkering. 2.5 hours later, he hadn't even loosened a single bolt. I couldn't believe how dumb he was, so I motioned for him to let me out to help. But the driver just laughed. He thought I was only good at pushing the truck, and that changing a tire was real work. Still, he saw how serious I looked, so he finally let me out. I grabbed the jack and got to work. Only then did he realize what it was for. In no time, I had the tire off. My quick moves completely stunned him. He couldn't believe I'd actually fixed it. Just when I thought the trip would go smoothly, the truck ran out of gas. Luckily, there was a gas station nearby. But after filling up, the driver realized he only had $1. He tried to convince the owner to take me as payment, but the owner wasn't interested. He told him to pay up or he'd call the cops. While the driver was stressing out, he saw a street performer with a fake monkey. Then he looked at me, the real deal. So he came up with a plan to help this clueless human. I agreed. We started dancing together on the street, and the crowd went wild. People clapped and cheered. We made a ton of money, enough to pay for the gas and even lunch. But as the driver ate, a circus owner handed him a business card, then tossed a wad of cash on the table, offering to buy me for a huge sum. The driver turned him down right away, but the man didn't give up. He tried to tempt me with a banana. Little did he know I hate bananas the most. Then he noticed the truck keys were still in the ignition, so he hopped in and drove off. Seeing the truck being stolen, the driver ran after it desperately. He followed the address on the business, card to the circus, and finally found his truck. I saw him too, but the keys were missing. So the driver sneaked into the owner's office, found the keys on the desk, but as he turned to leave, a clown suddenly caught him.